Hello, Prim friends. So I am in Seville Antiques this afternoon. This is the store where my own booths are located. There are 30 plus dealers here in Seville Antiques and over 5,000 square feet of prim, antique, early wonderfulness. I don't even know how else to describe it. This is one of our newer dealers here in the shop. She does ship. So if there's something here that you are interested in, like I said, she does ship. So right now it's all set for fall and Halloween, but there is going to be a big transformation coming in the very near future as things get switched over to Christmas. So I wanted to give you another chance to see everything that is here right now. She has 20% off of most of the items, not the candles, but she does have 20% off. And like I said, she does ship. So look at that scarecrow guy. Is he just the cutest thing? And these adorable burlap pillows. Just really cute things that go along with all of our wonderful prim pieces. And you've got to remember, we have our Christmas open house here at Seville Antiques on November 23rd. That is a Saturday. It is only that one day from 10 o'clock until 4 o'clock where, you know, we'll be open regular days after that. But they will be closed the Friday before. So November 22nd, the shop will also be closed so that dealers can get things ready, and it can really be quite a surprise on sort of like the surprise of Christmas morning. So this here is Matt Ershman's booth. That is such a nice, tall, skinny chimney cupboard there in a nice mustard color. But I'm going to do this video here today will be throughout the whole shop, and I'm not going to go necessarily real close for a lot of the items, but for some. That's a beautiful barn lantern there, because a lot of the shop is going to do a big transformation for Christmas. But I did want you to see what we have here now for fall. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. I think one of the very best things that you can do for our primitive world, for all of these wonderful shops, for decorating in this style, because it does go so well and blends with farmhouse, antique, early American, and you know, sometimes even with modern, because the lines are so elegant. So this is Gina's booth. This whole area back here is Gina's booth. And again, this area is going to undergo this wonderful transformation for Christmas. She's got a nice cupboard there. I love this picture frame kind of detail here, that extra piece of molding around the edges. Nice. It's nice and shallow. It's not a terribly deep cupboard, which sometimes can be hard to fit here and there. And she's just got $3.25 on that. So if you are coming on out, I hope you will come and visit Seville Antiques. They are open from 10 o'clock until 4 o'clock, Wednesday through and including Sundays. So again, Wednesday through Sunday. I like how Gina displays things and puts, like back on that back wall, there's a door hung sideways, then a shelf unit on top of that. She layers, and that is really something that I look forward to doing more of. I just have not done it that way so far. I love that little cabinet she's got in the corner. It does not look like an old one, but it's perfect for those pieces. I'll have to talk to her about that because I have a spot where I could really use that. This booth is one of the newer booths here in the shop as well. Again, 5,000 square feet. Some of our dealers over time have retired and we get new dealers in. That is a beautiful tombstone top, just a lovely blue cabinet. Lots of painted pieces here in this booth. Some red and white work. The stitchery. Probably a more contemporary, definitely more contemporary. It does say 1902 with the initials TM maybe on there. Red, white sampler. Pretty, like the Tiger Maple T-square. Lovely. Lots of painted pieces here in this booth. Oh, and that wonderful old mincemeat bucket. I love mincemeat. Don't ask me what is actually in it. I don't think I really want to know. That was something that my great-grandmother would make mincemeat pie. But again, don't ask me what was in it. I probably don't want to know. This is Dennis Schroeder's booth. They have some wonderful pieces. I love these, the jars, Cabbage, Wisconsin, all seasons. Lots of nice buckets. These a pair of shutters, a couple different shutter pieces. Beautiful blue cabinet. Dennis and Barb's home was in a Primitive Place magazine earlier this year, 2024. But yes, if you are watching our video, I think I had kind of one of those squirrel moments. If you are watching our videos, the very best thing that you could do is hit that share button and send our videos onto your, sometimes people say, oh, copyright. We don't want to move things from here to there, but you are welcome to take our video, hit that share button, and share it onto your other social media pages. That is a huge help to our little channel and others that are out there as well. And I think it really helps our primitive design style just kind of grow again in the world of decorating. This booth is one of the newer booths, and they have loads of tools. The tools have really been a hit here in the shop as well. So if you are a tool collector, they do have some railroad lanterns as well. Beautiful, some railroad pieces. Norfolk and Western Railway. Lots of early locks. I like that lantern hanging in the corner there. And someone on one of the recent videos again also asked, why do they call them hog scraper candlesticks? And I'll show you later. This actually is a hog scraper. Okay, this booth is Margie's booth. And she has the shop in Ashland, Ohio, called Meander Antiques. So this is just sort of a little taste here of what the style of things are down at the Meander Antiques. That is also a large shop. Love these corn husk wreaths. Margie does ship as well. As I've said before, the drying rack, if somebody is wanting to start out new, to start to introduce sort of more of that primitive look in their homes, I love the use of a drying rack. In this case, she's got baskets hanging from it and a little pair of socks up there as well. But that's always a fun piece that really makes a statement in a room to start or, you know, accent that primitive style. Another thing that I think would be wonderful for starting out in prims too, or adding that to the look of your home, is a peg rack or peg rail, because there are so many things that you can hang from them. Whether in this case there's an early lantern and then the candle molds, but you can do so many garlands. There's a little garland right there that could be used as well. Or here's a dried cranberry garland, and I'll show you some of the garlands that I have hanging in my booth. We'll do mine at the end. But that is just a really fun thing to use to kind of add that prim style to your home. Love that little rack hanging there from the ceiling. That would be cute over a kitchen sink or over an island. And this is in Lori Hollow's booth, and check out this amazing cart she just brought in. Is that just... oh my gosh, that is just incredible. Some bakery boxes there for probably crackers. Beautiful stoneware pieces, including a butter churn. Nice long bench. And then this beautiful lightning rod with that milk glass globe on there. Looks like maybe a child's ride on train. She really has some incredible pieces, and so often they're big, chunky, really dramatic pieces. Pair of early lighting, pair of cressets. Not sure I'm familiar with that term. And again, the cabinets are hanging on the wall. They don't have to be setting on the floor. This wonderful crossbuck table with the peg. Little bench on one side, a couple chairs, mismatched chairs on the other. They just give so much character. And I'm going to go back here because there is a little sampler of some sort back here. It's quite faded, but you can see some of the letters in there as well. If I looked closely, I might be able to see a little bit more of that. More Crocs. Oh my gosh, that cart just, wow, wow. So again, November 23rd, I did want to also mention another one of the big open houses that are happening here in October. I will put that date on the screen as well. That is happening next weekend. Don't have a calendar in front of me, and I do not want to say the wrong dates, but it is on Saturday and Sunday, and that's Christmas at the Coop on Fulton Road in Wooster, Ohio. I'll try to link some of the other videos that I've done there, but she will have her home open for the tours as well, which is just, it's just amazing. And so much inspiration. So many ideas for displaying I know my mom has been collecting for many years also. She inspired me to do it, and she got inspiration. And one of her very favorite spots in her home now was inspired by what she saw and how that was displayed there in the home of the shop owner from the coop, from the Cluttered Coop. So that's always fun to get inspired by some of these shops and how things are displayed. This is Diane Garner's booth. Diane also ships. I'm sure she is going to be at the shows upcoming here in Ohio. Again, we have Gathered Treasures, Earlier Time, Simple Goods are all happening that first weekend in November. This is a really neat corn husk garland. It's so, the pieces are so. It's a nice mirror, pretty sewing piece here. The stand with the, for the spools. Another prim, very prim booth. Linda Clayton's booth. This is neat with the little drawer, a counter cubby, or it could be hung on the wall as well. I like this one right here. I actually have a spot for that. Maybe. Have to think about that. There's a nice prim cubby also. Love those green-blue kind of tone of the shutters back there. Makes a nice room divider. There's a couple of little repos of samplers, but they are cute, and certainly cute for someone starting out. Another nice booth here with some of the early crocks, nice crock bench as well. Cobblestone house rooms, braided rug sign. Ray Holberry's booth in Seville Antiques. Lovely large pie safe. Just lots of ways to display if you are into the, very full look. Here's a set of wooden steps that are hung on the wall and create all of these different layers with the table at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, and then look up at the top, that drawing rack again. Loaded with baskets, but so many ideas. It could be dried herbs, dried flowers, lots of options of things that could be there. Neat collection of the little tins. Here, a dry sink on this side and a braided rug. That's definitely a statement piece there on that wall with the topper of a doorway. The pediment on top. And look at this really unusual shape for a washboard. kind of narrower at the bottom. That's very cute. So again, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Gabriella, and I'm so glad you're here with me. Our channel here is called The Cape on the Corner. We built a new Cape Cod style home on our property. And over time, we'll be kind of helping to bring it back to the old ways and that old look, but still not having the maintenance. So I think at Christmas time this year, we'll do a video before Christmas from the Cape. And there will be one also decorated for Christmas, or I'm sorry, for fall, before Halloween. And one from my mom and dad's home as well, for their fall and Halloween type decorations. This is cute with the hanging tobacco. Again, those are things that could be hanging on one of those drying racks. Lots of things back here on drying racks also. These are cute. Painted little like parsnips. So come on over. They are getting ready for Christmas, and right now they have everything 20% off that's marked JR. Joe Rose's booth here in this booth. So again, dealers getting ready for Christmas. This place becomes sort of magical, just completely transforms. It's neat to see what happens here. Some really amazing pieces that our dealers have all been collecting over the year. And sometimes pieces come from their own personal collections as well for the Christmas open house. Some neat lanterns there. Some cute items for a porch as well. Pretty pie safe. This is Dean Hicks' booth. He's got some beautiful bells. Wow. Lovely set of bells. There's a little camel up there. That wooden piece actually sort of looks like a thistle to me. Has that shape. Nice size cabinet, open at the top, but it's not so big that it doesn't tuck away here or there. This booth is really cute. I love it with that big fireplace mantle there on the back side. Lots of nice prim pieces here. This corner cabinet, this little one here, is just so charming. Love that piece. Nice old wheel. Cart wheel. And then decorated so cute with that board across the top of the booth. And then all that grapevine unwrapped across the top. Again, another really cute idea for over a kitchen sink, over an island. Just so many ideas and things that you could do with that. Instead of a board, that could be a piece of a wooden ladder. And then it could also be twined with some little thin Christmas lights. Would just be really cute. Some nice little barrels. Those are always wonderful. In a house, in a kitchen, outside of a buttery, in a buttery, on a side porch. And then those wonderful, wonderful cabins. Again, the reminders about the Christmas open house on Saturday, November 23rd. Nice drying rack there. Looks like sage maybe hanging on that. This is a neat, I want to say a flax wheel or a yarn box. It's got an interesting decoration on that. So we'll come on up, we'll go this direction. There's a really nice ovoid redware jug. Beautiful. And some sugar nips in the corner. Beautiful sugar nips. Little hide box. For a while there, that was all the rage. The hide boxes were a huge thing that people were looking for and collecting. Here's a ball of flax that has been wound. That's really neat. And here is one, has a different kind of a handle on it, but when we said, somebody had asked, why is it called a hog scraper? So you can see the base has very much that hog scraper look, like in that actual hog scraper we saw earlier with the wooden handle. There's a nice arrow back chair. Here's a sampler. This one does not have a frame, but certainly could be framed however you would want it, or maybe in an antique frame as well. Beautiful. Pretty piece. Here, a hooked rug. It looks like a horse. And here another little sampler, just a really small one. This one says Portman, February 24, 1862, and then has the name of the school. Some pretty leather-bound books. Lovely onion bottle, and it's called that because of that shape. I did have someone mention to me, I had said that a cup like this was from bone, but I think they're right. It is horn, not from bone, which is what I had said in an earlier video. So thank you. I love when people make those kind of comments. We can all help remind and educate each other, and I love that. I love that our channel and the comments can do that. So keep it up. I greatly appreciate it. If anybody has questions about things too, don't hesitate to hop on there and answer if you know. And certainly don't hesitate to ask questions. Some pretty crock pieces, stoneware pieces. The ones on the top, I would say, are definitely German. Those are so cute. And their prices are so reasonable. So if you're just starting out, maybe I think they're from Westerwald is the official name for where the German ones are from. But they are very reasonably priced. So if you love that look, but the American stoneware pieces are just out of your price range, then go after those. I see one there is 30, one is 40, one is 30. The largest one is 35. So again, you know, it's what makes you happy. I think that's one of the most important things about this style, and why each booth is different, why everybody's home is so different when we decorate with this style. Some nice early baskets. This booth right now is 40% off, unless it's already marked down on them. They are getting ready for bringing in a bunch of Christmas. So if you are in the area and you want to come and shop, now is a great time to do that. Here's an interesting fly trap. Early blue crock with the number 2 on that. And here a beautiful larger size of that ovoid jug. That one is $1.95. That's lovely. Pretty wreath with all the dried flowers and the feathers in it as well. And a nice drying rack. In Carol Schulman's booth here. Carol always has some beautiful artwork pieces. Her booth right now is also, she is 30% off. Again, we're getting ready for Christmas, making room. Nice barn lantern there at the top. Some early crutches. Beautiful quilt. A couple of hog scraper candlesticks right here. A couple more there on that pretty little shelf. And her artwork pieces are just stunning. Carol's been a collector of these pieces for a very, very long time and has bought from some of the most well-known, really, over the years from New England. Lovely trunk, and then this one with that beautiful grain painting on it, just gorgeous. And John and Grace Brock's booth. Some nice early lighting and lanterns. Love how the chairs are hanging there on those big, very large pegs. I was putting dates and names of places on my calendar yesterday and the day before. And I think I'm glad I took a couple weeks of just sort of doing all that canning and things in our kitchen, because my calendar, my dance card, is so full right now. It's not even funny. I am so excited about the number of places, open houses, and Christmas shows that I am going to be bringing you to. You just be ready. Make sure you hit that bell on the page so that you get a reminder when the new videos come up, because we're going to get to the point where there may even be a video every day for a while here coming up. So be ready. It's going to get crazy here with videos coming up. This is a beautiful sampler. This one is dated 1801. It looks like January 10th maybe, or January 18th. I see the words cotton there a couple places. Really a lovely piece. Very pretty. And here's one that is in a bird's eye maple frame. Very small writing in this one. Lovely. And John and Grace, they do ship. So if you see something here in this booth that you would be interested in, like I said, they do ship. Here's another hog scraper candlestick. That one is $110, just to give you an idea. The prices range, of course. Things depend on where a dealer maybe found something, how much they paid, And then condition issues, that's why one of the reasons why I have a hard time, saying prices, because there are so many variables. You just can't look at one thing, just the tag. There's just so much more to look at. And something could be a terrible price or very high price and be a reproduction, and something else could be not here. Not in Seville Antiques, though. These dealers know their stuff. I think this is Deborah Priest's booth, and she is actually at a show right now. So I know her booth is not as full as it often would be. And here we're going to come up to the front. Again, another part. I think this is Lori Hollows as well. Just some beautiful artwork pieces. Here's a lovely sampler. I'm going to try to get the window reflection out of that. Ellen Longbotham, 1843. So are you coming for the shows that are coming in November that are so well known here in Ohio? Will you be coming to Simple Goods, Earlier Times, Gathered Treasures? Are you coming later? Are you coming for the Seville Antique open house, the Christmas open house? I would love to hear. Let me know in the comments. So we're going down the hallway that's back towards my booths, and we'll stop here. Lots of yellowware pieces. Nice large candle mold. Looks like 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 24 candles mold in that one. This booth, 50% off all items that are marked SWS. So come on over to the shop. There are some great deals to be had. This is a cute booth as well. Look at the artwork pieces up there. There's an old lard press. Looks like a child's winder. What does this tag say? Kansas found handmade yarn winder. Cute. There's some neat early American biography books. Little child's broom. Cute. And this booth is very full and has very special pieces in it as well. Look at that beautiful chandelier back there in the corner with just the candlesticks. Another one here as well has not been electrified. Here maybe a wedding band hog scraper candlestick. And the wedding band, meaning this part right there. An airplane weather vane, circa 1930. Okay. One of my 2 booths here in the shop. This area, this one, and then that one. I don't want to move too fast. I don't want to make anybody seasick. I do have one left of my mom's hooked rugs here. This wonderful crow with the pumpkin on linen. That one is $135. And then that Aunt Liz's old wooden shoe, shoe last or shoe form. It's got the number 8 on the front of it. Just a sweet. They're all handmade. I met the artisan, and she had told me about how the forms and things for the faces were her mother's, who I think she said was in her 90s. And her mom had gifted her with those molds so that she could continue them. So her name here is Imelda, and she is riding this wonderful old shoe, and they are signed on the bottom by the artisan. So those are just so cute. This wonderful sofa, nice camelback, and it's a nice large one. It has been recovered, so I don't know if this was, I would assume that this was a Seraph. This one is made by the same, or came from the same household, I'm sorry, that the other one was that we had, the small one, and that one was a Seraph. But this one has been more recently recovered with that beautiful, I think it's called a Lover's Knot fabric cover on it. And it's sort of a brownish, squash, rusty sort of a color, but just a beautiful piece of furniture that it's just lovely. And it's just $295, so it just needs a new home. Beautiful tiger maple desk. This was in the same family for many, many, many years. Actually, they said since it had been made. I was told it came out of Rhode Island. So, just a really neat piece. And then some of these dried goods here on this peg rack. We've got some of the dried okra garlands, some long, some medium length. Those are, the long one is $35, the other two are $18. There is a corn husk garland and a dried bean garland as well. I do have some of the little spinner gourds. Those are $20 for 24 spinner gourds. If you want to turn those into ornaments for on a Christmas tree, they're really cute, just using a Dremel. I always recommend people wear a mask to do that, because there is something about gourds that people can have allergy or some issues with. So if you are ever handling gourds a lot, you know, just something to be mindful of. A couple pair of the nice lace-up shoes. They're so cute. Some more of the gourds. This beautiful dry sink with the drawers at the top. Love that piece. That also came from one of the estate of a local artisan that was just very well known in her craft. Here's a bucket bench that also came from that estate, and some wonderful baskets. So this also will be transformed for Christmas. Here's a sweet hanging lantern. The glass part here below this part is broken, but it's just such a great piece. Love that. You can't tell until you would try to take it out. And then lots of pieces of wool for rug hooking or applique, penny rugs, all that kind of stuff. And then all of these pieces are just $7 for each of those fat quarters. Fun little child's horse, hobby horse there, early primitive styled one. That beautiful trunk, I wish I could tell you. I know who it was that painted that, and I don't know, but it is just a really pretty piece. So that's it for this tour around Seville Antiques. Again, over 5,000 square feet, more than 30 dealers, open Wednesday through and including Sundays, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Again, here's one of the actual hog scrapers versus the hog scraper candlestick. I hope you will hit that bell and double check and make sure that you are still subscribed. It happens sometimes that people's subscriptions fall off for whatever reason. You didn't do anything and I didn't do it. It just happens, just one of those technicalities every now and then. So double check, make sure that you are still subscribed to our channel, and share, like I said, share our page with your friends on social media. Take care, everyone, and we will see you in the next one very soon.